Hello everyone, dear Anakinix here, bringing to you another episode on Final Fantasy XVI. When we last left off, we basically had one of the most intense and most brutal fights ever with Kuko. And with a fist fight between Ifrit and Titan himself, Ifrit came successful and Titan is no more, along with Hugo Kuko. And a bonus to it too, we also took out the Mother Crystal of Dhalmekia, leaving only two Mother Crystals left, with the one with the Imperials and the one with Waloed. This time, we are now going to tell everyone the good news that Hugo is fucking dead. And let's speak to also Gavin! How you doing?
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be.
Yep, he's fucking dead.
All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a long story.
Yep.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Oh, trust me, it is.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Otto. Any word on the Royalist movement since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Okay, guess all we're gonna see next is Vibs. Hey Vibs, I don't know if you know, but Hugo is dead. I don't know if you actually care to know about that since you weren't there in the old hideaway, but yeah.
The conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident Physica suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Walooders.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Walooders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can
No.
often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang? Only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed. It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. we have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
Oh, thanks, Uncle Cade.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
That's very true there, what Vivian says. Very fucking true. When you get your justice done, times the wound will heal. I should know that, hands down. But sadly when that happened, yeah, a certain French prick basically tore open that wound. Gavin! But first, everyone, excuse me, miss.
Can I get you, Sid?
Drinks are on me!
As if setting our people free wasn't enough. Good news, everyone. The casks have been liberated. Here's to Sid.
You're welcome. Let's get fucking wasted.
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
Yes, I have to. I've got to tell everyone the good news. But yeah, there is a trophy for this, for spending 100,000 gil on drinks. Best solution, just buy drinks for everyone. But anyway, let's see Karen. Karen, got good news.
Someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head though.
I won't. Okay, Blackthorn, got some good news for you.
Thorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Aww. Blackthorn, you big old softy. Okay, and our last stop is Hippocrates. Let's give him the good news that Hugo is dead. Even though we basically never saw him at the beginning of the first hideaway, but yeah. He was apparently there. Hippocrates, good sir. Hugo is dead.
Ah, Clive, have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No.
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Yeah, I still don't trust you, Hippocrates.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has.
Well, I
To
think
others,
Joshua's seen him.
He reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Yeah, alright. Seems like we're gonna just have another chill episode this time, so let's make our way to Otto, see what he's got for sale. Okay, Otto, what's the word?
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Not really, just wanted to give everyone the good news.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of
Who's
plenty of
left?
friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tong down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Well, guess you now gotta go see Mid. Don't even know why. I think I can understand why she probably does want to go and see her father's grave. Probably just she feels like a coward, or probably unworthy to. Oh, thanks for the advice, dude. Mid, hey, you want to go see your father's grave?
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get
That's
this
your
thermal
dad.
displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
And to
Me
what?
and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone catch that? Because I sure as hell didn't.
Full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
Can't wait.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Okay, so looks like we're building an engine of sorts for a ship. Which I gotta say, not a bad idea. Alright, let's give this to Blackthorn. Right quick, so I'll be right back. Blackthorn, we got some supplies here, straight from Mid herself. Good luck with them.
Ask a favor.
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. And spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Good luck understanding it, because I am hella lost.
Krieger's Teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Miss
What's the
roped us
plan?
all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, we can get this over with.
And there we go. Letting off steam. Because I gotta speak to Blackthorn again. Blackthorn?
You going after the Stardust then, are you?
Oh
Which
yeah.
one of these 2 lucky souls is going with you?
Gotta choose. Well, it's a fucking no-brainer. Gavin, man, come with, man.
Gav, you're with me.
Clive and Gav.
So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
Gav, you always know what to do.
I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supply. Take care.
You too, Otto.
Don't go letting him fleece ya.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
In your own time.
And yeah, we've got Gav accompanying us for the time being. So, let's make our way back to Dalmekia with the man, the myth, and the legend, Gavin. So, I'll be right back.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav?
Yes, where's Gavin? Gavin! Where are you, bud? Gavin! Gavin! There you are. Hey man, how you doing?
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall.
Indeed.
Race, yeah?
Oh, you're on. Having a quality butt-on-butt time with Gavin. Dreams come true with the man, the myth, and the legend. Okay. Let's grab all the Stardust. Here's a 1.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Oh, there's 2. Oh. Any more? Toggle, help me find it. Oh, there's another one. And I saw another one next to it. Three. 4. Now I've got to find 5, wherever the fuck it is. Oh, and I went the wrong way, goddammit. 4th Black Star! Stardust thingy! Oh, there you are. I'm way too far away. Almost at the cut out there.
Should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
Yes, let's go see Gavin. What was I gonna say? You want to sprint now, Clive? Thank you. Ooh, 13 gil. Gavin! How you doing?
You finished? How much did you get?
5.
I hope.
Here you gone. I think basically you are with me on it.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
If you got anything, let the man speak. Let him cook. What's on your mind, Gavin? You can tell me anything.
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
Yep.
It does, doesn't it?
True bro talk.
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Well, says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
Just got you there, Clive.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going.
Oh.
Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
Jesus, feels like they were about to kiss there. Jesus Christ. I know that I'm probably bet you there's a lot of fan fiction with those two.
Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
See, this is why Gav is the G. Big up, Gavin.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
So as we left you behind there, Toggle, we were having a man-to-man talk there. The man, the myth, the legend was speaking. So let's see, come back to Blackthorn. Blackthorn, we got you to Stardust thanks to the man, the myth, the legend himself, Gavin.
Blackthorn. Got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often.
With you,
Beats
I'd do
sneaking
anything.
around on your tud all the time.
Anytime, Gav. You name it,
Make a
I'll be
start
there.
Putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
My apologies, Blackthorn.
I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
And there we go. First quest completed. Get some XP, some renown, gil, as well as some AP. And the reward is a hell of a lot of, well, stuff that we can exchange for
Suppose
gil.
we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Anytime. Okay, now we need to go see Mid again. Oh, speak of the devil. Let's get in there.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
Wait, 2!
What's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Goes to show she really doesn't care about her employees. Excuse me, what's her name?
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes.
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then.
Oh, Jesus
Here
Christ.
you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see,
Toad's listening.
and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably
Oh, is it done?
thermophilic. They can
Oh, no.
withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a full...
I can understand why Mid calls her what's her
Where do
name.
I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid.
Anytime,
I'll
what's her
gather my team
name?
and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Selling of Steam Part 2. Jeez, I can now understand why she calls herself what's her name. Alright, let's make our way to Lost Wing and retrieve those parts. Okay, and we's here. And there's what's her name. What's her name? I'm here. Where's the location?
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming.
Yes, keep it short and sweet, please.
Ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
That's why I'm here.
Of course. I'll be right back.
Okay. Let's slay these creatures, whoever they are. What are we up against? Oh, I see a chest.
Anybody home?
Where's the boy? Oh, it's one of these things!
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
With me, Toggle! Oh no, it's casting on me. Okay. Oh, dodge, 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 dodge. Bring his ass down. Wars. Okay. Now Flames of Rebirth. This might take a bit. Oh crap, he missed. Keep shooting, keep shooting. Bring his ass down. Swipe, claws. Second thoughts, it might not be. Okay, that was pretty easy. I mean, it's kind of understandable since I did take out Cuckoo after all. And taking him out, we just get some useless materials.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
Didn't break a sweat.
Shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
And there we go. Quest complete. Doing so, we get some XP and some renown. And I think, have I leveled up? Nope, and I get the Eyes of the Warrior. Which increases strength tonics by an extra 10 seconds, which is kind of shit. Are you going to move it back instead of gawking at it? Okay. Yeah, I'll return to mid in a second. I just need to see what this chest is. Oh, shit, I item. Okay, let's return to mid.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid, what's her name? Got her part thanks to yours truly.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Hippocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Why didn't you just do it yourself?
Right away.
Alright, let's go and see Hippocrates then. Hippocrates, good sir. We require your knowledge and mid needs your assistance. Please make out this.
Hippocrates, do you have the moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Aw.
Actually, it's for mid this time.
Actually, stay 12 feet away from me.
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
I was so lost there.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Yeah, if you basically know what it is, you know. Yeah, let's speak with Hippocrates.
So, Clive, have you made your decision?
Yep,
Who will
I
accompany
have.
you on your little excursion?
I will take Jill.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they were once highly prized.
Still got my eye on you,
much so, in
Hippocrates.
fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
Will
I
do.
will. Until then.
Hey, speaking about the other game that we're playing.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Yeah, if you basically know what this part of the bit is, you should know what part of the bit is. So, let's make our way to Northreach and see what's up with Jill.
No. Where's Jill?
Okay, Jill. Oh, there she is. Jesus Christ, I'm almost losing my voice here. God damn. Jill, you got everything you need?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Will do. Doing everyday shopping ingredients. Just going to your local co-op. Excuse me, miss. Do you have any nuts or garlic?
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. Ah, yes.
Okay, you just got the garlic. Sir, you must have the nuts.
Oi, don't touch anything.
Fuck you, I'm taking your nuts.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Hey, look. Oh, she's already got it done. That was fast.
Did you find everything?
Yep.
I did. Here.
Here's the garlic and the nuts. Be careful with the nuts, though, because, you know, Hippocrates has been doing some weird things with the dog about him.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Perfect. Now, all that remains is for Hippocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
Sure. What's on your mind, Jill?
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Just say that to him, he's just right there.
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
Aww.
Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
Not at all.
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
You're welcome, Jill. You guys enjoy your pie and soup or bread, or whatever the fuck it is.
Well, I suppose we best be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Hippocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
This is adorable. Okay, let's head back to Hippocrates. Give him his shit. Still don't trust him, though. Still don't trust him. Hippocrates, we got you your ingredients and the nuts.
Work on the shielding
You keep those shits to yourself, you hear me?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive.
Yeah?
Thank you. It was nice just being with you.
Likewise. She's giving you the look, Clive.
Our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When
You haven't
both
been doing
shielding
anything.
and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
And there we go. The final quest. Letting off steam. We get XP, renown. I level the fuck up, get in. Level 35. And just some light rewards.
Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Indeed. Mid, everything's all done.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
Excelsior!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
Sometime later. It's something.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Thank fuck for that.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Mid, you said we're gonna go see Sid?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
Yep.
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Will do. But now that we've got that, and now that we've got Min on board, we will go see Sid in the next episode. And I think basically this is a perfect chance to leave things off here. So, I'm going to leave things off here. I do apologize if things were not entertaining as much. But basically enough, this is a perfect time to leave things off here as such. But anyway, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like. If you didn't, then don't. And give rat's ass. However, if you are interested in joining the Rat Kingdom in any way, shape or form, I'll link to our Discord server is in the description below. But for question of the day, this might be a bit of an oddie question as such, but what do you think Ultima is as such? So let me know your thoughts in the comments below on that. But yeah, without that being said, hope you enjoyed, and as always, peace. DX is out.